Marvel Zombies kinda sucked. Here's why. But it is your boy, Al King, your favorite fitness and movie nerd, but back on at it again with another banger and fire video for y'all's out here today there, y'all. Welcome on back to the channel. But guys, we gotta talk about Marvel Zombies and why it kinda sucked, in my personal opinion. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I kinda had a bit of high hopes for this TV show, miniseries, whatever we're gonna call this. But I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of disappointed after watching it. Here's why I'm disappointed. Number one, 4 episodes. Are we serious? I mean, like, I don't know, is that really the end? But from what I heard, I think that was the final episode. 4 episodes is all we got. Now, I gotta double check to make sure, like, is this thing really done? Because if so, is this thing really finished already? Good Lord, like, y'all hyped this up for 4 episodes? Like, geez. Now, I will say, there were some things I liked about it. You know, seeing Spider-Man, like, rip the heads off of zombies, like, was savage, you know. Like, I never seen, like, that type of Spider-Man, like, you know, do something like that of all characters, you know. Which, don't get me wrong, in the comics are so much darker. And with animation, you can really show that in a different light versus in live action, you know. So I like that concept, but I just feel like they really held back with Marvel Zombies, you know, because when I watch other animations, like, let's say Predator, what's it called, Predator, Killers of Killers, that one there. Then when I watch the animated Mortal Kombat movies, they're so much more gorier. And that's one of the things I was hoping that we were gonna get with Marvel Zombies, which was the first, which was one of a big disappointment for me. Was it wasn't that gory, in my personal opinion. It honestly felt like a typical Marvel, you know, Studios movie. You know, it just felt like that. It didn't feel like as dark as I would like it. But at the same time, it did have some cool moments, I'm not gonna lie. You know, seeing T'Challa save the entire universe, you know, like, while sacrificing himself, hey, that was cool. And then on top of that, you know, seeing how strong they made the Hulk, you know, giving the Hulk a better just a better reputation than what he already has in live action. Way to go. So I would definitely appreciate that show for that. But it just didn't do it enough for me. Now, in terms of Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch, I actually enjoyed her. But I just wish we could have got more of her. And our main Avenger, Kamala, she made the dumbest decision by joining Wanda. Like, I get it, she wanted to save her friends, and, like, girl, you got duped. Like, you literally watch your friends, like, all get just decimated. And then on top of that, she literally forgot. This is how dumb they made Kamala in this one. Like, did you not see what she did? You know, she literally betrayed, like, practically her own workers and turned them into zombies. Like, she had them eating the flesh of, like, you know, the undead. Eating the flesh of the dead, you know, and she disguised it as just normal food. Like, that is crazy work right there. And then they all turned into zombies. Like, that's wild. So after seeing that, you're still gonna see, after seeing that, you're still gonna go ahead and side with this woman. And then she duped you. Like, people, like she was hearing voices in her head saying it's not real, it's fake. So that makes me wonder, are we gonna get more of Marvel Zombies, or if they're gonna transfer some stuff into live action? You know, what universes, like, is this? Because that's one thing I did wonder, what universe was this? You know, because in, like, a lot of Marvel stuff, they will say this is Earth 616, Earth whatever. They'll usually do that, if it's needed. But they didn't do that in this one. Like, that, like, I have no clue what Earth is in. Like, this is in, you know. So I'm curious to see what else are we gonna get. Is this just a glimpse of something that we're gonna get in the future? Live action. How is this gonna work? Or are we gonna get a part 2 to this? I have no clue. But Marvel Zombies could have been more better. They definitely put a lot of respect on the Hulk. I will give them that. But also another thing I didn't like. This is a big one. They knocked off way too many characters super quickly. I was just like, man, like they knocked this person off, and then the way how fast they knocked off Thor when he turned into a zombie was just blasphemy. Yes, I know he went up against Hulk with all the Infinity Stones and all that energy running through him. Like, I get it, but I don't think Thor should have been taken out that easily. Like that's insane in my personal opinion. But at the same time, it is against Hulk, so I'm not gonna knock him too much. But I don't know, man. And then the Hulk against Scarlet Witch. I don't know, man. I mean, like just Thor. Yeah, Thor before he got turned into a zombie. Him against Scarlet Witch. I know it was taking on an entire army, but I don't know, man. I feel like they should have shown more of that fight. But at the end of the day, I just felt like this show really let down and not really pushing the envelope like it needed to be pushed. But they did have some cool scenes, seeing Spider-Man, being brutal for the first time. I will never forget that. Seeing Blade going savage, that's another one. Blade was getting down. And the fact, like how they did Blade was so cool because he's still his half vampire self, but at the same time he has the powers of Moon Knight, which is really cool. So I was just like, that is so unique how they blended the two into one. Like, yeah, with the character Blade, I thought that was savage. I ain't gonna lie, they did that pretty cool. So yeah, like this show had its moments, which is why I said this show kind of sucked. It's like I still want more, but at the same time, it's like y'all really missed the mark at so many times with this show. But for what we got, it was okay. It was okay. It's average. Not bad. But yeah, it did kind of suck though. But it's not horrible. It's not the worst thing I've seen. It is watchable, I will say. I don't really know exactly how to rate it. I'm just going to say it's slightly average, I would say. It had some cool moments, I'm not going to lie. But it was just too short, and can't believe they only really went 4 episodes. Like, that is madness to me. Y'all hyped this up just to give us 4 episodes? That is gnarly. And then you're going to call this thing Marvel Zombies. I'm just like, bro, like, why didn't y'all launch this thing around Halloween? Like, why y'all dropped this so early? That's another thing too. But that's really all I gotta say. It is your boy Al King. Like and subscribe, share. Let me know what you guys think. Y'all take it easy.